Welcome back to Ask the Sales Professor. I'm Professor Ben, and this is your opportunity to learn from other sales professionals' great accomplishments and their not so great accomplishments. Or to make the most of our time together, ask your sales question in the comment section below so we can work through it together. Today's question comes in from 3 different viewers who are all having their own challenges managing their portfolio. To summarize their question, they ask, how do I manage my portfolio to assure the best upsell opportunities and the highest retention? For a little background, one of the viewers manages 19 complex medical sales relationships, and that portfolio is growing. The other 2 both manage software as a service relationships with 68 in one portfolio and 158 in the other. It's fairly common for sales professionals to manage a portfolio of clients with the goal to retain those clients and also upsell additional services when the need arises. And regardless of how many clients are in your portfolio, it's important to follow these best practices to assure the highest client retention and to purposefully create the most upsell opportunities. Your first step is to prioritize your portfolio by these criteria. First, by current opportunity. Second, by future opportunity. And third, by complexity. Now, of course, these are general points that will apply to most situations, and it's likely your company will have additional criteria that should be considered. So I would suggest discussing additional best practices with your supervisor and/or your operations team, as well as other sales team members who've had successes in managing their own portfolio. Step number 2, you must have pre-scheduled periodic update meetings with each of your clients. Now, we all know salespeople are known to avoid structure and love to just check in with clients, especially around renewal time. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. You see, having regularly scheduled meetings shows commitment from your side and, most importantly, reduces anxiety for your clients. And here's why that is so important. When you show your commitment after the sale and reduce purchase anxiety for your client, it's significantly easier to retain your clients and, yes, you guessed it, even upsell your clients. And well, that's why you get paid the big bucks. It's your job to find opportunities to upsell your clients in a way that's going to benefit them the most. And trust me when I tell you, your job will be much more difficult if the only time you check in with your clients is to sell them something, especially around renewal time. Now, how often you meet with each client really depends on how you prioritize them in step number 1. In some cases, it may be weekly. In some cases, it could be quarterly or even semi-annually. And the meeting frequency can also be reduced over time as the relationship matures. Just make sure that you apply that strategically. And for those of you who still like to check in with your clients, here's one bonus advantage for you. Having pre-scheduled meetings actually increases the value of those check-in calls and makes your job that much easier. The third step in increasing upsells and retention to your portfolio is to have a pre-planned agenda for each of your calls. Here's why. Having an agenda takes the burden off the client from having to run another meeting, and when done correctly, assures the time spent with you will be valuable, which will increase your chances of your client showing up for the call. Now, I know this sounds crazy to say, but I've heard this so many times. You never want to schedule a meeting and then start it off with, what do you want to talk about? Do you have any questions for us? Don't do it. Make sure you have a structured agenda and bring that value to each of your meetings. Now, here's the best part. When your agenda is set up correctly, you will be able to gather all the information you need to upsell the client the right solution and show the value of the relationship, which, guess what? Increases your retention rate. Boom! Now, to help you with this step, we've put together a one-pager with everything you need to assure the best agenda for each of your client portfolio calls. Just send me a message on LinkedIn and I'll message you back with the PDF. If we're not connected on LinkedIn, well, that's terrible, but I'll include my LinkedIn profile page in the bottom of this post. Now, you know what to do. Prioritize your portfolio and schedule those proactive, regular meetings with your clients to assure you never miss an upsell opportunity and to assure your clients don't wander off to the competition. I'll see you in the next session. If you like this video and you're committed to being a top 10% sales professional, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're ready to take it to the next level, share your sales questions in the comment section and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And just maybe your question will be our next video.